told that you two are very, very close. So all of us here are expecting some deep, dark secrets from you. Okay, without further ado, let me hand over to Manuel.
You need to put on the light before you can hear them.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin, we'd like to request Carolyn to please stand up and put your right hand forward. Thank you. Now, Anthony, put your right hand on top of Carolyn's hand. Now, please stay like that, and we'll get back to you shortly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When Anthony asked me to be his Toastmaster, my thought was, gosh, I have to prepare a speech now. I'm not really known for my speeches, and I barely got past my wedding day speech. But today, I'll give it my best shot. Because Anthony said that if I do a good job today, I'll be the Toastmaster for his next wedding as well.
Well, today starts the story of two beautiful young people, Anthony and Carolyn. It is the oldest story in the world. Boy meets girl, love and kisses, and miss made misses. But it is a story that really never grows old or loses its charm. Anthony, the youngest of the Fernandez clan, is a son of Francis and Lily Fernandez. He is a strapping young technology professional working in Singapore. He is a soft-spoken and a very well-brought-up gentleman. But Carolyn, I must admit, the quality that you're going to grow to love the most about Anthony is, like you said, his immense level of patience.
Carolyn, the new addition to our family, is the beautiful daughter of Clifford and Janet DeMello. Yeah, she loves food. Daughter. She is a warm and wonderful person and has my brother totally smitten by her. She loves food, music, reading, and dancing. I'm told she loves adventurous sports as well. Well, in that case, Carolyn, you are going to love marriage because there is no bigger adventure than that.
If one has to describe Anthony and Carolyn's love story, there is a quote from the movie When Harry Met Sally that comes to mind. It goes like this: when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. Well, the joy of wanting to start their life together right away is very evident in both of them, and it's very endearing.
Now, my research tells me that a toast should involve some humorous stories about the bride and groom. And for those of you who are impatiently waiting to listen to some outrageous stuff about Anthony's past, the truth is that I was with him for most of them. So I wouldn't want to ruin my reputation. Now, it is also customary for the Toastmaster to offer some marriage advice to the new couple. So I'd let my master do that.
It took him 9 years of married life to rehearse that line. Well, Anthony and Carolyn, there are 6 basic rules. Rule number 1, Carolyn always makes all the rules.
Rule number 2, these rules are subject to change without any prior notification.
Rule number 3, Anthony can never possibly know all the rules.
Rule number 4, if Anthony knows any of the rules, Carolyn must change them immediately.
Rule number 5, Carolyn is never wrong. And now that is a big if Carolyn is wrong, then that is a direct result of something Anthony did wrong.
The final rule, Carolyn always gets the last word. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I once asked an old aunt of mine who was celebrating her 40th wedding anniversary the secret to her happy married life. She looked at me square in the eye and said, "Son, the secret to the 40 years of my happy married life is that I am a very forgiving woman." She said that I forgave my husband 40 years ago because he could never become Amitabh Bachchan.
Well, jokes apart, there is an old song that best describes marriage, and I'd like to quote a few lines from it. It goes like this: you have to give a little, take a little, and let yourself roll back a little. You've got to laugh a little, cry a little, and let your poor heart break a little. You've got to win a little, lose a little, and always fight the blues a little. That's the story and the glory of love.
And now for those of you who are wondering why we asked Anthony to place his hand on top of Carolyn's hand, well, Anthony, we've given you the final 2 minutes, the last 2 minutes of your life to have the upper hand on Carolyn. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's raise our glasses to the new Mr. and Mrs. Fernandez. Cheers.